Particular story truly comes as no surprise, as one can imagine, because if you recall, Meghan Markle way back in 2021 actually cited this as one of the main reasons. And if you don't remember, of course, well, I'll remind you very shortly. And the bigger problem now is what happened, of course, to the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, recently. Well, apparently, Meghan believes, well, they could be next. As ever, let me explain. Morning, lovely to see you in the very heart of London today. Can you see this? This is Piccadilly Circus. Used to be a wonderful place that everybody wanted to come and visit if you were coming to London. It was the place. Just behind me there is the famous Regent's Palace Hotel, one of the biggest hotels in London at the time, 1,000 bedrooms. That is, of course, part of the London Pavilion. Not quite sure what that's going to be. And if I take this way for you now, and this is it's quite sad actually when you look at this, if you see that sort of, sorry, turn this way, if you look at this sort of bit, there's the Criterion Restaurant. And the Criterion Restaurant was a wonderful place where all major celebrities go. And it's now this fast food joint, basically. It's terrible, isn't it, how life comes around, you know what I'm saying? Back as ever to your royal story of the day. Fascinating this, because as we know, just over a week ago, this terrible incident, an attempted assassination on the 45th president of Donald J. Trump, literally at a rally, and of course very lucky, as he's pointed out, to escape with his own life. But way back in 2021, Meghan Markle sat down with the TV host Oprah Winfrey and basically said that she wasn't bothered about security for herself, but at least give security for her husband. She also cited the fact, of course, that her children at the time should require security. Now, as you know, Prince Harry is currently battling on this ongoing battle over here in the United Kingdom to make sure that he has IPP status around the world. Now, the bigger problem is this. I've been told from an excellent insider this will not be given. But that was just before, of course, the incident with Mr. Trump. And what Meghan and Harry allegedly believe is that this highlights just how vulnerable they could be too. Forget it, of course, they travelled all the way to Africa for that premiere and other things where they leave themselves incredibly vulnerable in a terrible situation. But you see, Harry is relentless in his pursuit of this. Some people are suggesting this, of course, cuts down his very expensive security bill every month. Of course, others might suggest a lot of it was brought on by himself with, of course, his book detailing how he allegedly killed those people, the Taliban, you understand. So he becomes something of a marked person. But Meghan and Harry themselves believe that as still members of the British monarchy, even though they're not working on behalf of the monarchy, then they should literally get this particular status, or they believe they're in extreme danger. Now, it really falls down to the brand new British government and their Home Office, headed by Yvette Cooper. Now, Yvette's got a lot of problems on her plate, including how to solve the ongoing mega migrant crisis. So she might think a petulant ex-royal living away from the country wouldn't be exactly number one on the Labour Party's mind. You get the picture. Of course, what he hopes to do is turn up in person to make sure that, of course, he states his case and basically tells them exactly the reasons why he requires this. And hopefully a similar situation like what happened to the former presidents of the United States will not happen to them. Neil Sean, Piccadilly Circus, London.